Hello. Hey y'all, so today's video is about apps and different resources that I've used along my solopreneur side hustle journey with the pink trunk, and some of these resources may be able to help you as well, you get started or wherever you are in your entrepreneurship journey. So first, if you haven't watched my first video, my name is Keisha Stevenson. I am the owner and operator of an online boutique called The Pink Trunk, established since 2019. And a little bit about The Pink Trunk: we are an exclusive brand that provides statement pieces, which includes accessories, clothing, boob tape, and jewelry that is size inclusive for all women. And right now our clothing is up to 3X. We just released our spring collection, so go ahead and go look on our website and give us a like, follow, buy something, whichever you prefer. Is www.thepinktrunk.co. So since I've been in business and since 2019, I've learned a lot. And I can say, when I initially started my business, I had no business acumen, and I just started to work on that in 2023. 2023 was my administrative year, where I started to get everything together as far as on the operation side and the administrative side. Sometimes as entrepreneurs or even creatives, it's easy for us to create, but then finding that structure where it gets a little bit harder. And it was even harder for me, even with me being a business management major in undergrad. And it's been really falling into place, especially now that I'm finishing my MBA. I don't know if you watched the first video, but if you haven't, go ahead and look at that. But I just touched on that a little bit, where I'm finishing my MBA this upcoming December in business analytics. So that's been fun. I love the tech side, but that's not what we're going to talk about, because I'll get off on a tangent talking about other stuff. So today's video is talking about resources and applications that I've used that's helped me gain a following, growing my audience, and overall helping my website and other marketing materials look really polished. So I got a little notebook here to keep me on track to talk about what I have used. So one thing that's helped me elevate my side hustle, where we are turning this into a full-time career, one that's played a major key part in this whole process, it has been Canva. So I don't know if you're familiar with it. I've never used Adobe Photoshop. I would like to get into that, but for right now, I've been using Canva, which is a great tool. And the free version is just as good as the pro version. But on the pro version, you get access to different elements and templates, and you don't have to be a creative person to start to use Canva. Canva, I think I used it. I started paying for the pro version, I want to say last year in 2023. I love making my marketing materials. I think that's where my strength has been, along with building relationships in my entrepreneurship journey. The creative portion of making reels and all of the things that you need to gain an audience, gain a following, getting people more eyes on your product or service is your marketing materials. And Canva is a great resource for that. And on the free version, there's pre-made templates. A lot of the things is that you don't have to think of something. You don't have to think of something from scratch. They're already pre-made. You can change the colors, you can build a branding kit, you can use the templates to create videos. You just have to sit there and just start to get familiar with the app. And now that artificial intelligence has become so popular, this app has integrated a lot of AI tools that's fairly easy. All that you have to do is put in a keyword or a key phrase, and we can talk about more on that later. But also, if you don't want to do that, if you don't want to make the marketing materials, or it's like, oh, I don't have time for that, I'll take a glance at it if I need to, ask me. I am looking to start doing that as well. It's fun for me. It's super easy to me. So I won't say if it becomes something hard for you that you're like, girl, this was hard. I don't want to ask you. I don't want to hear anything else that you got to say. To me, it's easy, and if you need some help, I'll be glad to make a tutorial on how to get familiar with Canva as well. But that's one of my first sources. Secondly, something that has been super impactful to my entrepreneurship journey has been Etsy. A lot of the times where if I don't know how to operate a website or how it looks, I will go on to Etsy. And you can also, if you have a little bit more money and not enough time to get familiar with designing a whole website, that process can be extremely intimidating. Prior to me being on Shopify, that's the website host that I use for my boutique now, I was on Wix. And where Etsy comes in at, Etsy, there are other graphic designers who can assist you, where they make pre-made websites where you can just upload it into Wix, or you can have them upload it for you. And it's fairly inexpensive as well, because they're freelance people. They've already created this digital product and they're just kind of selling it over and over again. And then you could probably ask them, oh, can you change a color here? Can you change a color there? And they'll do it. So this time, another source that has been super helpful along my side hustle journey has been Shopify. I feel so left behind because I'm just now getting acquainted with that website. Like I said, I started doing a lot of admin work, a lot of rebranding in 2023 since I've been in business. Because a lot of things, I will say, and I can address this in another video, is like between 2019 and 2021, things were working. I was running my business off of vibes. We'll talk about that. We'll make that in another video topic. But I was running my business off of vibes. Not knowing how great the Shopify platform is for anybody who sells a product. I don't know about service-based businesses. I haven't got that much into it. But I have did a deep dive into getting more familiar with Shopify. And as a business analytics major, that platform is amazing to help you do to basically looking at your own data and your own statistics of how your website is performing overall with your audience. Shopify. I feel so silly for just now getting acquainted with that platform. But now I'm here and I'm getting more familiar with it, and that is going to help me elevate my brand using Shopify. Great platform. Analytics, all the app integrations with all the social media. If you are a product-based business, I would definitely suggest you looking into Shopify. But went off on a tangent a little bit. We're talking about Etsy. Oh, that connects with that. So with Etsy, I don't know the creative back coding of Shopify just yet, how I did with Wix. I created my own website on Wix. It's with me also being a creative in that part of computers and all of that, it was easy for me to get acquainted with that platform. But Shopify is a little bit different. It's a little bit more coding than I'm acquainted with. So on Etsy, the same thing of what I've done before with Wix, before I got acquainted with that platform, I looked to see who already had pre-made websites. Now, Shopify has a way where you can buy those pre-made templates, and there's some other couple websites here and there for that. But what I did was I went onto Etsy and I found a pre-made template on Shopify that looked the way that I wanted my website to look, for all of the collections, the new arrivals, just the whole format of how I want my user experience to be. So I found somebody on there and it was fairly inexpensive, honestly, because all the time that I saved. But you do have to allow that person to log into your website. But Shopify has those type of security measures of where you can provide them a passcode, you can give them permissions of what they can and cannot access onto your website, a lot of information. So that was something that I did. I just locked down all of the other order information, prices, all of that other type of personal information. I was able to turn on all of those security features and just allow the person just to do the back end design of it. No information exposed. I felt good about it, and I'm glad that Shopify allows you to set that up where even if I did collaborate with a different partner or another graphic designer or even a marketing consultant, I can protect all of my other information where they can't access different parts of the website that I don't allow them to, since I am the sole administrator. So I can give people permissions of what they can and cannot see. Another great resource that I've had along the way of being an entrepreneur is a website called Zazzle for marketing materials. Oh my goodness. My favorite product that I've ever purchased on Zazzle as far as marketing materials has to be my phone case. If you can go ahead and take a look at that. So with this, I think I paid about maybe $45 for this, and I bought this about a couple of years ago. This QR code goes directly to my website when I'm out and about and I'm showing somebody, oh, I sell this, or where somebody happens to see me is like, where'd you get those earrings from, or where'd you get that bag from, or oh, I really like your top, or I like your dress. And I can tell them right there, oh yes, this comes from my boutique. And people are like, your boutique? And a lot of times people don't keep business cards, not to discourage you from getting them, because they're still a great tool. But you're always going to have your phone. You're always going to have your phone. And this is also something that was pre-made on Zazzle as well. And they always have some type of discount going on. So all you have to do is put in your QR code. I can't remember if I needed to attach this or if one was generated. With now all of the integrative tools of AI, I'm pretty sure they have something where you can generate, where it generates your QR code with your website or your link tree or your whatever type of link that you have. You could be an influencer if you need something like this where somebody always wants to get access to, where'd you get this? Right here. It is also a great conversation starter where people are more interested in my boutique and other things that I do. It's just a great conversation starter, and you're always going to have your phone. So this is something that I highly, highly, highly recommend. And if you have a storefront, you can put on here the location. See, on mine I have my social media tags. So it's like TikTok, my email. Oh, that fell. It has my email, Instagram, and Facebook. And you can change the icons as well. And then this has my old little slogan. Now my slogan is where we make every day a fashion statement. That's at the end because every day is a fashion statement. But this one said pretty in pink with purses and accessories. Prior to this, before I started integrating clothes, I just only had accessories like earrings and bags, but we're growing and glowing. So yes, utilizing Zazzle. And also another app that I have gotten a lot of free resources from is YouTube. Oh my goodness. All you have to do is just start to be resourceful in searching for basically people that resonate with you on this app. I have gotten an abundance of knowledge from YouTube, and there's a few YouTubers that I admire, and I think I'll link some of their channels here that gives a lot of great insight on content creation, entrepreneurship journey. And then also with me being a grad student, I found out so much information on different resources when I was looking for other types of career fields. That's how I stumbled across of what is business analytics and how I felt how that subject resonated with me. And because I'm a numbers person, don't like math. I don't like math, but I am a numbers person. So I can see where we can use data, make decisions backed by data. That's basically what a business analyst is, data analyst. Making decisions backed by data and figuring out how to access and extract all of it. So that's my jam, along with being creative with women's fashion and things like that. So utilizing YouTube, you can find an abundance of information here. All you have to do is go look for it. And a lot of the things that I'm talking about, especially with Shopify, I've learned a lot of tips and tricks and everything on YouTube. So if you found this video helpful, or if you have some more questions on other things that you'd like for me to talk about or go into more of a deep dive on any of these apps, go ahead and leave me a few comments. We can talk in the comment section. Otherwise, go ahead and follow my boutique on Instagram @_the pink trunk. That's @_ the pink trunk. And we're also on TikTok @the pink trunk, and also on Facebook @the pink trunk EST 2019. So if you have anything that you want to contact me about, you can find me on any of those social medias. You can send me a message. I'll go ahead and reply. So thank you for watching. Have a good day.